Hey guys, so clearly I'm using another medium to record. So I'm using my computer and it's cool. Hopefully the recording comes out nice. So this is day 57. I think so. My date's all mixed up. What's today's date? Today is December 28th. Wow. December 28th. So we're going to do a recap of day 57 and 58. Alright, so the last video, if you saw it, I talked a lot about Christmas and what I did for Christmas. Honestly, I wasn't as selfish as I wanted to be for Christmas. But throughout this entire journey, I can definitely tell that there's a lot of growth, just a lot of Winnie that wasn't here almost 60 days ago. Almost 60 days ago, if you have kept up with the journey or if you've just looked back at the videos, you will see that I have not only, went through therapy and started it and completed it, I've also went, just got out of a bad relationship, met someone that didn't work, by the grace of God. Not as to how it's meant to work anyway. Because sometimes people come in your life just to be your friend, nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, glad that God put that deuces in my life. And I don't know, it's just a lot of different situations. Like I try not to get mad when like friendships or relationships don't work, because then it ends up turning into a different blessing. Like pretty much because my relationship didn't work, it encouraged me. It wasn't even about the relationship, but ultimately the relationship did push me to go to therapy, even though I had other things to talk about. But the relationship issue was definitely a big chunk. And going to therapy is always healthy. I had an amazing therapist who helped me get to where I am, and I wish she was still in the program that I went to, because I would recommend anyone to her. But congratulations to her for excelling. Because of the friend that I met that didn't work out, somehow I ended up creating a prayer corner. I just remember God throwing shade. I remember I mentioned it in one of my videos, but I just remember God throwing shade one day, like, oh, you can straighten up and clean up for some company, but you can't clean up and straighten up and create a space for me. And I was just like, shade? Like, so, I got a little shade in my blood, and God know how to get my attention, and he's being a little shady. But no, seriously, this journey has been a blessing, to say the least. Starting out, I was very tired. I was very just kind of fed up. Like I was spreading myself so thin, like just super thin, like super thin. And now I'm not doing that anymore. I don't feel bad about it. I go and move about my own pace without apologizing. I do what I want because I'm popping and my son popping. Plug my son. His business has excelled tremendously. Booksandbros.com. You can check it out. But he's had TV appearances. He's been in the newspaper. He's been awarded twice by his school district. And speaking of which, I have to reach out to them because we have some things in the works. And now it's even to the point, just to fast forward, like let's get to this day 57, 58. But just to fast forward, like today I got an email that could possibly change our lives. And it makes me want to cry, like thinking about it, because when I started this challenge, I was scared. When I had the thought of being selfish for 60 days, I was like, oh my God. And then I'm recording it, I'm videotaping it, and other people are going to see it, and it's going to spread that aura and that vibe. to multiple people, it scared the crap out of me. But it was like a good scare. Like, God, this could actually work. What are you doing? Like, my heart is like pounded just thinking about it. And I texted one of my friends. Like, I remember I texted him and I was just like, bruh, like, I had anxiety. I ain't gonna lie. And it was the anxiety that makes you like feel something in your stomach. I was just like, like, and it was like good feeling, but I was just like, I can't hold this, Lord. Like, just can't do that to me. And now I'm starting to see that being selfish in a healthy way, I'm starting to see the ways of reaping the benefits for that. And it's an amazing feeling. Um, it's it's amazing. So what I would advise to you is if you are at a place to where you're like, I'm tired of things not working, I'm tired of not knowing what direction to go in. One thing that I've learned very effectively is that if it does not benefit you, let it go. Also, if it doesn't lead you to scripture, if it's a voice on your shoulder, either side, doesn't matter what side it's coming from. If it's not coming from God, if it's not leading you to scripture, it's not of God, flat out. And I had to learn that. And this email that I got, I've been praying on the situation. God has lifted me up literally out of my bed to go and communicate with people, and those people are communicating back. God has led me out of my bed to vlog about things in the middle of my sleep that have literally already changed my life and shifted my life and shown other people how it's shifted. It's just when it's easy, I don't even want to say when it's easy, but when it just feels right, most likely it's from God, in my opinion. But I definitely have to say that if it leads you to scripture, that's God talking to you. If it has you all confused and discombobulated, pray about it, and God will fix it and He'll give you the clarity that you need. Last point, because I can see that my battery's low and I don't want this to die on me. But last point that I definitely want to make is that I have never seen myself as someone who will work for an employer for the rest of my life. Never have. My mom always raised me to say, like, Winnie, you're going to have Winnie wear, or you're going to have an empire, or whatever. And at the time as a kid, I think it did hit me like, oh my God, I could take over. But on the forefront, it was kind of like, oh, she's just being mama. But it did something to me. It did something to my heart, to my spirit. And now I do feel like I can conquer anything, and I don't have to do it at the beat of anyone else's drum but my own. And that comes with different feelings and different emotions. And sometimes it can come with, forget you, I'm going to do my own thing. And that's not the right way to feel about something. I do feel like it's God who told me this, but I also feel like it's like an angel or something that recently came to me and was just like, Winnie, don't be mean or spiteful or vengeful to, who you're working for or who you're working with. Just do the best that you can do right now, because this is only a stepping stool to what God has promised for you. And so therefore, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put my best foot forward, and I'm gonna leave an everlasting impression, because this is not my forever. But when I'm going, I want you to know that I did the best that I could do, and I will leave you in good hands. So, oh my God, I feel so emotional. Like, God is just really showing out, y'all, and I'm just constantly praying, because, like I said, this email that I got could literally change me and my son's life. All I'm saying is, I'll trust you to tell you this. All I say is, in a few weeks, we might be taking a trip on our favorite rocket ship. No, it's fine, but we might be taking a trip that I'm going to be heavily in prayer about. So I'm going to wrap this up. I guess the last thing is I do have an amazing podcast interview with Coach Kim Burke. I'll put the link to her website so you can check her out. But we're going to talk about intentionally, growing for the new year. Intentionally. So, man, heart just hit my stomach again. Like, man, intentional. Oh, and then intentional. Wait, real quick. So, Travis Green is coming to St. Louis, I think like in February. And in my head, I was like, oh my God, I would love to interview him. Love to. I would love to. So one of my friends who lives down in Atlanta recently just finished working on a project with Travis Green and is still working on a project with Travis's wife. So I text my friend like, bruh, like I see you. And I told him what I really wanted to do. And he was like, oh, okay. Like inner smirk emoji like, okay, let me see what I can do. Like, bro, when I tell you about divine connections, when I tell you God is up to something, I know he is. And I know 2017 is going to be lit. Lit, 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 lit. So, man, this 60 days, if you, like I said, I challenge you, even if it's not 60 days, 30 days of selfishness, and watch how God can transform your life. So we got a couple more days left, and we're going to see where this goes. All right, love you. Bye.